Okay, the door is open, but I can't. My throat was clogged for a minute. The door is open, but I can't deal with it because my cat is on my lap, and he's too cute to move. Thank you, thank you. Hi. Yeah, my cat is all curled up on my lap. Whoops, I almost dropped my phone. I caught it on me. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Thank you. Love you too. Hi. Yeah, if I was doing webcam, you would see him. He literally every time I'm streaming, he's always in the way. Sometimes when I'm playing games, he jumps up on the desk and blocks the screen. Yeah, my lap is Frisk's bed. He's purring. He's vibrating. His purrs are so quiet that I can't hear his purr. He just vibrates. The only way I can tell he's purring is from me feeling the vibrations on his neck. My lap is your pillow? Yes, yes it is. Frisk is keeping it warm for you. Well, because that's where the purr comes from. He likes his neck being scratched, so that's how I feel it. Okay, cats or dogs? Cats, obviously. I'm obsessed with cats. I like all animals, though. When I was younger, I used to be so obsessed with cats. That was like my hyperfixation. Just cats. Everything cats. All the cat books, I would want to read all the cat books. I'd only draw cats. And then I became a cat, yes. I mean, I pretended I was a cat way before now. I used to play this imagination game with my first friend. Yeah, my old friend when I was like in kindergarten or preschool. We'd play this game called Kittyland. I mean, anything can be kinky. Yeah, I used to have this game we'd play called Kittyland. We'd either pretend that we were workers at Kittyland, or we were, we pretended we were the cats. And, one time we were drawing, for the main cat in our game, and, we were comparing the photos, and the main cat in the game ended up being a white cat named Sugar. And my character in the game's name was Rosa. Oh yeah. Here's a weird part about the Kittyland game. So there was an egg machine, and because apparently cats come out of eggs. Yeah. So there was this big contraption that like you would like you decorate the egg and then you put it in the egg machine, and then the cat would hatch out of the egg based on what you decorated the egg. I had a wild imagination. What's good? How do I even answer that? I know that's a greeting, but I'm like stumped on that. It's like, when people say hi, it's like, hi. How do I reply to what's good? I used to use my imagination a lot. We used to pretend we were animals. Oh yeah. I said this earlier to Blacken, that I used to be fascinated by bugs. That memory just came to me because it's related to when I used to hang out with my old friend. We would catch bugs. That was one of the things we liked to do. I rarely ever stream at this time, but my sleep is messed up, and I'm supposed to stream late tonight, so that my sleep is gonna be a problem. Not late, but like at night. Pre-Pokemon days? Thank you for following. Four hours of work? You're running on 4 hours of work? 4 hours of work. Yeah, imagine if you got energy from working, that would be great. I mean, for me it would be great because if content creation counted, because I think that I always want to get more done and feel like sleeping is a waste of time. Like, imagine if I could just record and I gained energy from that instead of lost energy. Okay. Your voice is so sweet to listen to. Thank you. Thank you. I actually used to Blacken. If you compliment me, it flusters me. Saying my name also flusters me. Yeah, I used to think my voice was weird, but I think literally everyone thinks their voice is weird. I got used to it when I started like hearing it back more, but when I first started making content, when I first started voice acting, I never used my regular voice. I would always do like voice impressions and stuff, and I never used my regular voice because I didn't like my regular voice. I always wished that I had like a quiet voice, super high-pitched one. I thought my voice was weird, but people kept saying they liked my voice, and I was confused. I thought they were lying or something. Because when I heard it, I'm like, it's weird. But then, like, I entered a Discord call, and they're like, I love your voice. Like, really? I didn't trust, like, I didn't trust my family's reply to, like, if I asked them what they thought of my voice. I didn't trust them to be honest. I'm like, so I thought they were lying. But when other people say it, other people online who don't know me as well, and they just randomly compliment my voice, I'm like, maybe my voice is good. Your voice is great. But it's especially with my singing voice, because I didn't think, like, when I first started I wasn't that good, but people wouldn't be honest, and I'm like, I couldn't tell when people, if they were actually saying it was good or they were just being nice. Yeah, the thing with my family is I could tell when they, like, if they didn't give much feedback, they were just like, they said one thing, I'm like, okay, they probably don't have much to say about it.
You know what's something that I never thought about that's really freaky?
I'm live.
Oh, you are live?
Yeah.
What you doing?
Talking.
Talking.
Blacken said hi.
Hi.
You were gonna
friend code to switch.
You were gonna tell me something.
Oh, just the thought process that in a fantasy world, humans are the least basic of all the races, because when everybody plays fantasy, they play like elves and warlocks and orcs, so technically humans are the exotic species.
I play human because I usually like to self-insert, and humans look the most like me.
Depends on the character creator, really. Sometimes the humans look too bland, but nowadays they've been getting better.
I usually play as human because the other ones were too wacky looking for me.
And it's like in Final Fantasy XIV, if you play a human, you're gonna look basically baby-faced the whole time. I
want to look baby-faced.
Well, you want to look baby-faced. It's because you are baby face.
Yeah, that's why, like, I feel the other designs aren't cute enough, so...
You're just over here stuck in your perpetual time loop, never aging ever.
Yeah. Me and Zoe? Wait, which one was Zoe again?
Zoe's the country girl from...
Oh yeah, I think I'm more like her then. I'm not like stuck up. Like the other girl.
You mean Mio?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been loving their dynamic together, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So I was reposting a bunch of I was reposting pictures on Twitter, and then someone messaged me saying, you look cuter than usual lately. Thank you for the applause. They said, you look cuter than usual lately. And I'm like, those were old pictures? Are you trying to say I don't look as cute as I used to look? Yeah, I repost my pictures over and over again for engagement, and because I don't always have the time to take new ones. Because I'm busy with so many things. No, I have not. I don't think. Oh. Wait, what are you doing live in a few days? Oh, so there's a con soon? Yeah, there are a lot of different Europe cons. That I don't keep track of. I know there's also a lot of US cons that I used to go to. But the only one that I might be going to is part of Everfree. And the only reason is because I'm going to be in that area for my brother's wedding. So I just made it a double trip because it's like so the wedding was on the same weekend at the same time. I'm like, oh, so I can do both since I'll be in the area. It's like, it's how far is Seattle from Vancouver? Like 5 hours. I'll be missing the last day because that's the day of the wedding. Yeah. I actually get nervous of cons now though because I'm worried they're not gonna go as planned. Oh yeah, no, I didn't go to a lot of cons last year, but I went to a lot the 2 years before that. How many did I go to last year? I skipped almost all the US ones. And I only went to TrotCon because I was meeting my friend. Well, 2 friends, yeah. That's the only reason I chose to go to TrotCon. I mostly only go to cons for the people now because, yeah. I hardly actually went to TrotCon. So the person I met at TrotCon was Slicestorm, who is a very talented musician, but doesn't post a lot anymore. Someone I was a fan of early on. Yeah, apparently he just didn't have the motivation to do it as much anymore. He said he wanted to get back into it, but never did. I guess he's focusing on other things. I'm obsessed with making content and being more popular. I never feel like I'm good enough because I always want to do more. I always want to do other things. Anything new where I'm at? It's not freezing anymore. It's above freezing now. Thank you for following. I'm almost at a 5K. I'm still at I'm almost at 5K on Twitch. What did I press on? Oh, I pressed off. Yeah, I like when I can wear less. But I've posted some pictures where I'm wearing more clothes than usual. It's kind of cute. More clothes than usual. Yeah, I post a lot of pictures where I'm not wearing very much, if anything. And I posted some pictures of me wearing hoodies, and I think it's cute. And more casual stuff, like just basic shirts rather than the crop tops I usually wear. Casual can be cute. Well, I have some outfits that I got from Spencer's and Hot Topic that are just shirts with stuff on them. I have a new hoodie. I have one that's a Has-Been Hotel now that I got from Hot Topic. What Guy said? Is that his nickname, Guy? No, I think people usually call him by his OC's name, but I can't think of it right now. Yeah. I usually buy my stuff online for cheap. Hot Topic and Spencer's is very expensive. Yes, it was Dice. Thank you for following. Also, I really want to post more singing, but I'm feeling less nervous lately. I just keep running out of time. Oh, yeah, that one was from Hot Topic. Yeah. That's apparently the only one they had. I think, Zenny picked that one up for me when he was on a trip. I get nervous to ask you. I don't know why. Yeah, I think, yeah, when he got one, they only had one, and it was that one. But I don't know, I'm weird, where I get nervous about random things. I get nervous about asking for help. I don't know if, like, I'm nervous about... I don't know. I don't know. This person is very random. Maybe, honestly, I think they might be a troll. Sorry if I'm wrong. The class... Yeah, the classic content creator drive. Getting popular off of streaming is hard. It's way harder than any of the other things I do. It's so much harder to entertain people by streaming. Well, I'm not gonna ban you unless unless you do something that is toxic or Thank you. My favorite dinosaur is Triceratops. I just, it felt random because you said, what do you think of the Wall of China? And then immediately after you said, I don't like, I don't like PB&J. Yeah, I didn't know we were counting fictional dinosaurs. Wait, Charizard is a dragon, not a dinosaur. I mean, close enough. Aren't dragons just dinosaurs with wings? Well, unfortunately, I am not an animal. I am not a wild animal, unfortunately. So I don't work like that. I'm definitely not as obsessed with MLP as I used to be, but I stick with it. Niagara Falls is pretty. I wish when I went to Niagara Falls I went with a better person, but I should have went to Niagara Falls with Blackened. I went with someone who was toxic to me. They literally have the mute symbol on, so meaning they're just, meaning they don't have the audio on. Did I... Well, funny thing is they blocked me first. That tends to happen. Or at least it used to. People were toxic to me and they ended up being the one blocking me. Okay, we were still friends at the time. Yeah, so, I mean, if someone was my, okay, this is what I think of it now. If someone was my friend and they blocked me, I just see it as, the trash is taking itself out. They're just showing me that they were not someone I wanted to deal with. But it kind of sucks when, like, if it's someone who you spend so much time bonding with, and, like, it just ends up being a waste. And it's like... I could have spent that time on someone who actually cared. This is why I don't trust people as easily anymore. I used to trust people way too easily. Because I thought people were usually good. Like, I thought people usually were not bad, but apparently I was wrong. Oh yeah, as for... Yeah, as for that, you just mentioned that, so, how much of Pretty Blood did you watch before recording your lines? I watched all of the, what's it called? The snow one? I had to look it up. It's called Red Snow. Yeah, I watched all of that before recording my lines because I wanted to see what happened. I got invested. I needed to see where this was going. I love mixing horror and cute together. That's one of my favorite genres. That's why I loved pony horror. That's how I knew the context of the script because I watched all of that. I feel like it would have been harder to record that properly if I didn't know anything going into it. I still wasn't completely sure what to do. Okay, I think I felt more confident in Elma's voice. I wasn't sure what to do for Rinny. I wasn't sure. But yeah, actually, well, how I got into MLB. This is such a weird way to get into MLB, but I was an edgy teen at the time, and someone posted in a forum, a game that had a forum that I used to play. They posted a picture of Rainbow Factory, and I'm like, what is this? So I looked up the fanfic and I liked it. But I think I didn't go back to it after, like, I forgot about it, like, the first time. I just forgot about it. But then, like, years later, yeah, I think the first time I heard about it was, like, when the show first came out and someone posted about it in a forum, but I never really looked into it. But, yeah, I wonder who asked that question. What a mystery. Honestly, I think I'm getting a lot of troll questions now. Obviously that's a real question because I know who asked it. But I'm getting a ton of questions related to my ex. It's like, I feel like someone's trying to annoy me. And like other questions like but I try to just like laugh at them, like it doesn't really bother me because like you know, I'm over that at this point. That was like so long ago. And I'm answering them because it's a story I can tell chat. It's like it's something to talk about so that people can hear more about me. But yeah, I get so sidetracked. I was talking about one thing and now I'm talking about another thing. Yeah, I was talking about how I got into MLP. So yeah, I forgot about it for like a couple of years. Then 2015 came and I randomly remembered, oh yeah, wasn't there that fanfic that I read? Apparently the first one I read wasn't the actual one, it was a different one, but this time I found the actual one. I'm like, wow, this is really interesting. I want to know more about these characters because at the time I was obsessed with horror. I got into anime horror after that point. I got into anime horror in 2016-ish. And yeah, I looked up the show and then I started watching it. And then when it got to the Fluttershy part, I'm like, what? I'm in this show? Basically. Like, this is literally me. Like, when they introduced her, it's like animal-loving, shy characters. Like, what? That's literally me. And then, yeah, the show ended up being a lot more badass than I expected. Like, the kind of show that I wished I had more of growing up, where like, girls being tough and fighting, yeah. But at the same time also having, interesting personalities and being, a lot of character development and being relatable. I didn't see Powerpuff Girls, like, I only had like, well, growing up I only had limited access to shows. I only was able to watch MLP through because I had, I think I originally watched it on my 3DS because that's all I had at the time. I watched it on YouTube on my 3DS. It was really hard to find. Honestly, I think I was watching commentaries for some because that's all I could find. Oh, I did later watch some episodes through Dailymotion as well when the later seasons came out. I binged up to the end of season 3, and season 4 was still airing. But later I found other streaming sites like Cartoon Crazy, which I think they cracked down on recently. It's now harder to find these sites, but I still found one. I mostly support like the official streaming sites now, but sometimes shows are impossible to find. I was 15 when I first started watching the show. The funny thing is, I was actually the target. When it first came out, like, it was, what year was it? I didn't watch it until I was older, until I was past the target demographic. Well, I mean, when I was younger, I thought I was too cool for girly stuff. Most of the girls I grew up around, we were all tomboys in elementary school, and, like, I never watched any of the girly shows because I thought I was too cool for it. I preferred the more, either gender neutral ones, or... Because I didn't like... I hated stereotypes, so I did everything in my part to go against it. But later I realized you can be girly and cool. Yeah, I get why people are offended by her being cross-eyed and clumsy and being called derpy. I get it. I mean, I love that. I love cross-dressing. I had a friend in elementary school and high school. We started growing apart later on, but we still interacted a little bit. Who was she was actually my original inspiration for cosplaying. But she only cosplayed male characters. And I was kind of jealous of her originally because she had 10,000 followers on Instagram. A lot before I was that popular. Thank you for following. I think she has 30,000 now. I haven't really been following her much. Oh yeah, another thing about her. Her dad was a professional artist who did murals. And one time with my art class, we had a field trip to her house. So that her dad could teach us art. She had a really nice place too, so I think that her family were pretty well off. I want to do goth Fluttershy, but that seems really hard, especially the hair. But I mean, I could do it differently. That makes her even more like me, the fact that Fluttershy also is secretly a little bit gothic. Not so secretly, she just doesn't show it much. She only showed it in that one short. Oh. It should have been showed more, that would have been fun. Yeah, it's hard to remember now. I don't even think, honestly, I still don't think I watched all the episodes. I think I never finished watching some of the last season. I watched the very last episode, but I don't think I watched all of them in between. I think I forgot. Oh. Yeah, I watched, I skipped to the last one because I went to a watch party that Vtuber was hosting. That was the first MLP con related thing I went to. It was just a watch party. They're hosting it and I decided to go because like I lived really close to Vancouver, so. But I started gaining confidence because I had to like find a way to get there, so I had to tell my mom that I wanted to go and hope that she'd take me. But when I went to the actual con, I was like fighting with my family a bit, so I'm just like, okay, I'll go myself. I went to Vancouver myself by learning the transit and stuff. Because I didn't trust that my family weren't going to try to mess up my plans. They were possibly going to take me, but I didn't trust them because they were being weird about it, so I didn't trust them to try to mess things up for me. Okay, it's been. It's been an hour, okay. Okay, I'm not good at ending. Well, before I started streaming, I put it on a schedule, so I'm like, this is, that's the reason I didn't make schedules before, because like, whenever it's stream time, I'm like, but I feel off. But then I started feeling fine. But yeah, I was gonna do recording, but I didn't feel like I had, the energy. Well, I'm probably gonna do recording off stream. The thing with streaming is it takes double the energy. Like, it takes less energy to record stuff off stream. Because streaming is draining. I guess it's the socializing. And the pressure of being watched. Like, if I'm doing literally the same thing I do off stream, on stream, it's like, tires me out, like, so much more. But I'm streaming later. I think I'm gonna need, a rest because, my sleep is so off that I'm going to be super tired. What?